Someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. They'll follow you into the dark, no blinding light or tunnels to gates of white, just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, and illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs, if there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. In Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule, I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black, and I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, and illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs, if there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. You and me have seen everything to see, from Bangkok to Calgary, and the soles of your shoes are all worn down. The time for sleep is now, but it's nothing to cry about, 'cause we'll hold each other soon in the blackest of rooms. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, and illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs, if there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. And I'll follow you into the dark.
There are several terms that can be used to describe our trip to Siem Reap. Different is the first word that comes to mind. Mentally and physically tiring are other ones. Interesting soon follows, and before long our minds are filled with a mass of words, as if we suffer some sort of verbal diarrhea. In our opinion, the trip to Cambodia was bittersweet, one filled with excitement and laughter, as well as sadness and reflection. Today, we will be illustrating a little more on Siem Reap's way of life, as well as their religion. Before we begin, let us tell you some facts about Siem Reap. Most people mistake it to be the official capital of Cambodia. It isn't. That would be Phnom Penh. It is, however, the capital city of the Siem Reap province in northwestern Cambodia. Its name commemorates a centuries-long war between Siam, Thailand, and Cambodia. Loosely translated, it means the defeat of Siam. Siem Reap's main tourist attraction would be Angkor temples and the Cha and central markets. Although we were prepped before the trip, coming to Cambodia was honestly a major culture shock for many of us. We are spoiled by the many conveniences of modern-day Singapore. Take our daily commute from home to school or work, for example. We often take our roads for granted. Siem Reap has only one major road. It stretches all the way from one end of Siem Reap to the other. The rest of it is either mud tracks that change shape depending on weather or water. Most people travel via boat. Many Cambodians' way of life is deeply rooted in religion. Theravada Buddhism is the official religion of Cambodia, which is practiced by about 95% of the population. Buddhism in Cambodia was suppressed by the Khmer Rouge during the late 1970s, but has since experienced a revival. Islam and Christianity has also been practiced by the rest of the population. We were very fortunate to visit the Angkor Wat and Angkor Thom temples, as well as the village temples where Tomb Raider was filmed. All the intricate carvings illustrate a dharma or teaching of Buddha in every temple. Each floor represents a different level, leading you towards nirvana. Unfortunately, during the Khmer Rouge, many of the temples were destroyed and looted, save for the Angkor Wat one. Today, Cambodia spends a lot of money restoring and looking after the temples as they are a huge tourist draw. Compared to Singapore, most in Siem Reap live a slower way of life. It is still a largely agrarian country, and most people work as rice farmers. Again, because of the Khmer Rouge regime, most of the land is littered with landmines. They are arable but pose great risk to many unsuspecting farmers. Most live in villages, their homes made of bricks and have atap roofs. There are no toilets inside and are mostly furnished with a bed. A village shares a communal stove. This lack of proper infrastructure has contributed to Siem Reap's high infant mortality rate as well as death rate. Many people we saw had sooty teeth from lack of brushing. Still, many of the children are ambitious and they hunger for education as they know it is the only way out of poverty. When we visited them in school, every child was eager to learn and they listened voraciously. We admire them despite the fact that they have so little, they are still willing to learn. As much as we hope that the children that we taught learned what we taught them, we also gained so much from them. We learned to always be prepared for whatever challenges were thrown at us, to stay calm and work together. We hope that this gives you a little insight into the going-ons in Siem Reap. Although Siem Reap has tried to modernize, it is still haunted by the scars of the Khmer regime. Thank you.